Welcome, everyone. This is Our Souls Speak. We're in constellation in divine space. We convene with our souls to listen, share, and explore. A podcast where, together with our guests, we embody the soulful principles of oneness and sourceness.
Bienvenidos a todos. Esto es Nuestras Almas Hablan. Welcome, everyone. This is Our Souls Speak. Hoy, nuestra invitado es Tati Davila. Tati es mi querido amiga y hermana espiritual. In translation, our guest today is Tati Davila, and she is my dear friend and spiritual sister. Tati, since you were a young girl, you felt a deep, sensitive connection to nature, always curious about the spiritual realm. You love sitting quietly and listening to the whispers of the wind, the strange apparitions, and the treasures that nature has to offer. For the past 28 years, you've been on a journey connecting with ancestral knowledge and exploring the healing arts, particularly through the use of medicinal plants. For the past 5 years, you've been integrating various healing techniques that blend traditional psychotherapy with the rich ancestral wisdom from different cultures in Ecuador. Or you've loved facilitating healing ceremonies that include medicinal baths, energetic cleansings, creating altars, visiting sacred places, helping people recover lost energy from trauma, guiding spirits back to their source, working with power plants, and of course, the temescal, the sweat lodge. From being with you and working with you, I know your mastery in family constellations, and that is one of your big loves in teaching. And so I want to welcome you again and hear what you're saying about receiving our ancestral wisdom to welcome and share the light. Bienvenidos, Tati.
Thank you very, very much for your words, for inviting me, to welcome me to this beautiful circle, also joining me to these new friends, new family, and to all the family that will also connect through the podcast. So thank you. It's a very beautiful opportunity, and I feel honored to share what I've received from the elders, from the territories, which I cherish very deep in my heart.
Yes.
So I would like to honor first the 4 directions with some sounds of these beautiful whistles that Ruben Silva, my ex-husband, made, honoring these energies in calling them to create a circle so that we can bring all these words to nourish the center and in order to spread this energy and words to all the hearts of the family. And giving thanks to the energy of the sky, the energy of the stars, of the beings that are more subtle, that lives in these dimensions that we call Hanampacha in our traditions, and honoring the Mother Earth and her roots and all the ancestors and energies that live within the earth that we call Ukupacha, and honoring the Kaipacha, that is this realm that we share. So giving thanks to the mineral realm with their vibration, their wisdom and their knowledge that keeps the memory of everything that happened here, and all the green beans, the trees, the plants, the vegetables that share their nourishment and vibration with us, and to our beloved animals that bring that energy of connecting us with the instinct and with the presence. Here at my land, we have lots of volcanoes. We call that volcanoes apus. For us, those volcanoes are like us. They have a specific energy. They are specific beings that have specific ways to work within the territory. So I also give thanks to all of them, and mostly bringing the energy of the sacred volcano Hilahalo, that is a mountain of light that is very close to my house, and I call that energy to be here with us in this present moment. Giving welcome to that energies and giving thanks for this circle. Thinking about this topic of bringing the energy of the ancestors, the wisdom, I feel that it has to be with the order that in our cosmovision, in the shamanic cosmovision of this land where I come from, there is a beautiful order in which we have the understanding that some of the beings that are sharing the existence with us are older, are wiser, are bigger. Like our parents that are bigger than us, we have these big parents, like the sun. In our culture is called Taita Inti, the masculine principle, the masculine light. And the Mother Earth, that is this wise, feminine, sacred womb that allows all us to live at her body. Also, I wanted to give thanks for the synchronicity of this beautiful calling to share, because today we are in a full moon that for some traditions is called the strawberry moon. For the other traditions is called like the moon that is in Cancer right now, connected with Sagittarius and with Jupiter. So there are many traditions that also bring information about this precise moment. But what I'm feeling here in my territory is that there is a very beautiful awakening of the energy of the goddess. Even if we are getting closer to the masculine time in the year in our traditions, it's like the feminine is now like in that state of maturity, like have grown and is full of all the gifts. It's like the time when the water has come, nourished the seeds, help everything grow. So it's the time to harvest. And it's a beautiful that we are aligned with that in this talk, because that is what I feel like. Harvesting the gifts of our ancestors is a good time to do that. In our traditions, it's very beautiful because we have like a dance between the masculine and the feminine, and somehow for receiving the energies of the ancestors, we need to be empty first. So that's a work that we, in our traditions, we do by clearing energy, by releasing those unbalanced things that come in the relations of the daily life and make us connect with suffering, with pain, with difficulties. Here, we accompany that process with the elements. help clearing that energies with the waters, for example, making baths, or connecting with the earth, giving to the earth the dense energy that we have, like just breathing and giving to her, like the big composter of this realm. Or also by exhaling, giving to the earth, like what is heavy now, releasing those thoughts that probably are blocking us. And also we give it to your fire, like lighting a candle or making a fire in order to burn the things that need to be burned and transformed. So that is like the first step to be able to receive, to create the emptiness. Something very beautiful from these traditions is that something organic is a communication between us, between the elements that live within us, because we recognize that we are one with everything. So then my waters can be released with the energy of the water, and my body can be released with the energy of the earth, and my voice and my words can be released with the air, and my spirit with the fire. So as we recognize we're part of the universe, it's very easy to work with the elements and to make that emptiness in order to receive the blessings. That I feel that that is the dance between also the bitterness and the sweetness. Also in our traditions, this dance that I was talking about, the masculine and the feminine, has to be with the darkness and the light, the bitterness and the sweetness, because it's a kind of balance that we're trying to make. So we always start by the bitter part, cleansing. We use bitter herbs. The names are like Santa Maria, Ruda, Marco, Tobacco. We make with that smudges, baths. We drink also that herbs to first cleanse, release, move, create the emptiness. Then we can bring the sweetness. And that's how the complementary work together in order to create balance, harmony, peace, wellness, health, happiness. So the sweetness come in different ways. The sweetness can come, for example, by using flowers to making baths. We make baths with flowers. We smudge also flowers. We smoke cigars with flowers too. I feel that there is also a way in which we can relate not just with these ancestors that are the plants, the elements, but also our own ancestors and the ancestors of the land. And in this moment, will be very good to know that in all the lineages, we have vibrant ancestors. Normally, when I do a family constellation, we work first with the ones that are not vibrant. They are needed something, they want to be release something, they want to communicate in order to give peace. But then what we do is call upon these ones that are vibrant, the ones that solve things in all the realms, and now that have the lightness to help us to receive what we have given when we were born. Those gifts are inside us, are all the seeds that we have, and what they do is just like bless the seeds in order to help the seeds to awake. So I consider that also here we have to do work as well as letting go. The work will be receiving. Then we get into a law that is called Aini, reciprocity, giving and receiving. So receiving is very important. Receiving the energy of these ancestors in order to nourish those seeds that we already have, and ask them, please teach me how to bring that seeds into their reality. How can I be as the flower that is outside my garden, blooming, bringing beautiness and bringing fruits to share with the insects, with the birds, with the people. So when we do this work, I feel that it's a work of love that we do for ourselves. But when we do that, it's so amazing because then the others also celebrate that gift. Is the others receive that light, that happiness. So, as you said, I am very connected with nature, and I feel that that's what nature can help us to understand, like sitting there, contemplating for a while how everything is moving, dancing, showing in such grace, balance. How can I do the same? How can I be like that rock? How can I be like that tree? It's like an inspiration that, in my case, it gives me strength to go deep in that dark spaces, to clear and make the emptiness. Mm. Mhm. And also talking about this order, when we accept that we are part of, that we are one first, and then we acknowledge that somehow we are experiencing also not being one, but being two, like separated from the oneness. But when we know that we are related, it's easier to feel like a child of the spirit. And when we do that, because we say, yes, of course, these are very bigger spirits than me. They have, wow, since the creation, they have been doing a lot of things, like the water, for example. Wow, this is a grandmother. Or the fire, it's a grandfather. Also a grandmother, we call them sometimes feminine or masculine. Also, we have the masculine waters. So when we acknowledge that order, and we say, we are childs, these are bigger spirits. We are doing the same as we are doing with our ancestors, with the vibrant ancestors. Then we receive the blessing of that mountain that is close to your territory, of that tree that lives next to your yard, of that eagle that flies and sings next to you. They come and they are always blessing us, but sometimes we are not paying attention. So what I love from all this tradition is that there is a goal of do this together, of knowing that we are doing this together. We are weaving together. We are part of the creation. When we know that, we understand that every step that we make is a ripple that is sharing something with others. So more and more we know that, we can decide which ripple I want to create. Because first of all, I feel how the ripples that I do affect me. I start to be conscious about my actions and how these actions bring sensations, no? When I'm doing something that is aligned with my soul and my being, I feel very comfortable. I feel calm. I feel blessed. And sometimes I don't do that because I also need to experience that in order to acknowledge why I'm doing this. That is what we learn here, what we are learning. But this sensation of being part, of being this child, of connecting with the present and receiving the blessing is so beautiful that there is always the desire to return to that space, and makes this daily life that has difficulties much easier. Knowing that everything that is happening is something that I can learn from. is something that I am creating somehow. So I'm like, I am creating this. This is not so nice. So how can I do to change this? Okay, let's see. And I went inside me. How can I create a much beautiful view, a much beautiful ripple that resonates? And I think that when we get to that point, we understand that we are co-creators with this wholeness that is experiencing this dimension of the existence through us. So, which kind of existence I want to create here and now? And then thinking about the humanity, what I feel with this sacred knowledge is that it's very easy to see, oh, the earth is, wow, it's amazing. The earth doesn't need us. She can live without us, but we can't live without her. And we as humanity were not totally conscious about that. So I feel that all this knowledge is for the people. I have met, and I also was concerned about, I have to save the water, I have to save the earth. But then I understood that, no, I have to do something with my humanity. If I do that, then the earth is very happy with my presence because I try to be like a plant, like doing my job. Bringing my gifts. So then it's like also a calling from the heart to share the gifts. It's not just to receive. It's like you receive, and it's so nice to receive those gifts, to recognize those gifts, that something very organic happens, and we start to be like these plants, like sharing the fruits, sharing the flowers, sharing the medicine. So I'm very honored to be witness of many traditions that have these understandings. And I feel like all this knowledge was very, was hidden from us. And more or less 30 years ago, or probably 50 now, this knowledge started to be spread. That's why I can talk about this and you're hearing this, because before it was very secret. There are many people from here, from different communities that were not conquered by Spanish. They lived at the mountains very up, and they kept the knowledge, the principles, this understanding of the laws of the universe. And in their connection with the stars, with the present moment, with the energy of the earth, they felt this is the time to descend from the mountain, to bring that understanding to us that they consider like the little brothers and sisters, so that we can receive that message and start a new way to vibrate as humans, connected with these simple things that they, simple, deep things that they understood by being living very close to nature and their own nature.
Before we get too far away from it, what the energy when you speak about how in your culture you relate to your ancestors really touched me, because I'm extremely familiar with the clearing of the ancestral grids, because there was a lot of clearing to be done. But what really sparked there was really like a very big light bulb went on there. That's how I would describe it. Was in the West, in this country, we don't really celebrate the gifts of the ancestors anywhere near as much as we focus on the clearing that needs to be done. I mean, I know that's not everybody's experience. Some people have, you know, wonderful experiences with ancestors, and there's lots of joy and love. But I feel like that's a big gap in our understanding of what all we're trying to balance. I just wanted to say that before we got too far away, that I really thank you very much. Thank you so much for that, because it also makes me realize that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of joy in that, and a lot of celebration in that, rather than a lot of trauma. It's the balancing of it.
And thank you for saying that, because then I can also go deep in that part, because probably is important to bring that. First of all, I felt that when we name them, when we invite them, when we know that there exist vibrant ancestors, then we give them a space, because we are just giving a place for the burdens, for the pain, for the suffering. And normally that's the way that our Occidental mind thinks about the problems. This is connected with the problems more than the solution. And also, as we have lost this natural stage of being present, we are always like connecting with the past, with the wound of the past, with the trauma of the past. Also, that wound, that trauma, help us to be like comfortable, uncomfortable in the same time. Like, that's why I do this, I do that. I don't know. So it's also a way to continue saying, you, the others, have the responsibility of what happened to me. That's why I can't have these seeds open, have these gifts. I can't share because of the wound. But when we bring the wisdom of this knowledge that come from the ancestors here, they say, yes, you have to clear, you have to cleanse. Of course, there is this bitterness, but you're forgetting the flowers. You're forgetting the sweet. That's what you need. So then they bring that energy by, for example, making an offering. So they bring flowers, they bring honey, fruits, and they create an altar for the ancestors to share with them the beautiful things, to welcome the beautiful things to our life, to honor and see those things in the altar. So that could be a way to make a shift in a very concrete way, like bringing a space for these ancestors that are vibrant, bringing all these gifts to them, and to the others that are not vibrant and then need help, to lit a candle for them, but working with the two energies at the same time. So then it's easier to connect with joy, as you said, with hope too. It's like, yes, this is just the darkness that we are passing through for a while, but the light is going to always come again. And then it's easier to accept, like this dance that I was talking about before, of the masculine, the feminine, the dark, the light, the bitter, the sweet.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
And the same with the territories that I was talking about, this order, that in this beautiful universe in which we are, there are these bigger beings that have a lot of gifts, that are like the vibrant ancestors. The earth is a vibrant ancestor, the rocks are vibrant ancestors, the waterfalls, the trees, all of them are vibrant ancestors that are here before us. So it's when we give them a place with our sight, when we look at them, we start to make a relation and return to remember, we are part of this bigger circle that is one. And that brings a very beautiful sensation of belonging, because I feel right now in our Occidental traditions, there is like this kind of thought that we have to be alone. We have to do everything alone. Our individuality is very important. Our freedom to decide is very important. Like the couple, the partner is not allowing, the people is not allowing, I have to be alone to be myself or something like that. And I feel that then we lose something that is very precious, that is this sense of community. Because we disconnect from humans, but also from plants, also from the sun, also from the earth. We are not anymore childs from the earth. We are individuals. So then I feel as humanity, we lose this relation, this order, this cosmic order that is given, even if we don't notice it. So
Just felt when you were speaking there that for some folks, the desire to go towards nature as the strong relationship is very interesting, that people move towards their relationship with nature to avoid what is potentially more difficult to relate to with humanity. And so I see this in my work, that a lot of people feel happier with trees and plants and crystals and mountains than they do with other humans. What you've highlighted here beautifully, so eloquently and so powerfully, is our balance as beings of the earth. We can't avoid the very part of us that is in existence. A lot of us do, for various reasons. So I think it's absolutely beautiful the way you explained it. That it's a part of us that we can't just run away from. Though a lot of people feel more comfortable when they run away, but it's not. It's not the solution, like you say.
That running away is discomfort that I say is the way that we learn to be protected from wounds. So is a part that is important, and I honor that part. I'm very compassionate with that part, and I hug that part, but I say, okay, but I want to connect again, because that's why we are here. That's how we learn. I feel like we come into the womb of the mother. That's how life begins. Like, is this a masculine sacred seed of the father with this sacred seed of the mother together and hold in the body of a woman. So we are touched by the water of the mother inside. We live inside the water for 9 months. And then we need the body of the mother to receive the nourishment. So that talks about how we need each other, how the best way to be is close to each other, how just this natural touching other can be healing. Like, yes, we come from that beginning in which the body is holding life. Even if the mother has problems, even what happened doesn't matter. The body is doing something that is very important, that is giving food, nourishment, everything that the embryo needs to grow. So this lonely thing of being alone, or then we are feeling sad of being lonely. But I feel that also our traditions are bringing lots of healing to people that is connected with this Occidental way of life, when they feel welcome again to the family, when they feel, they are just allowing me to be the plant that I am, the being that I am, like the plants. I can be who I am next to these people. Wow. Then something inside relaxes in a very deep way, like, oh, now I'm relaxed. I don't need to pretend anything. I just have to be myself. And today I'm sad. Okay, I'm sad. And the others say, you're sad. Okay, come. Your sad is welcome. Sadness is welcome too. And that sensation of belonging, exactly the way that I am here and now, I think that is very healing. And that's part of the community. We are here to support you. We are here to sing the song that you need to hear when you are out of order. In our communities also, when somebody goes very far away from the order, they take this person, they make this person to take a bath in cold water, and they make a stinging needle massage through all the body, like return, like come here to the community again. Yeah, we love you. Return. So yes, that's why I love to share this wisdom, because I feel that these bring in very practical things that we can do in order to return to a beautiful balance with life, a very balance with ourselves, and much beautiful, healthier, loving relations with others, other humans. And also the beautiful things of doing this with these ancestors that are vibrant, with of our lineage, of the territories, of the universe. Help us to acknowledge that we are doing this in this communitary work, that we are doing this together, that we are never alone. And also in that way is a beautiful way to connect with humbleness. Also, like now there is a lot of people that want to become a shaman or a healer. There is like a misunderstanding of this, because it's more like the grandfathers of the territory just help you to do what you have to do. And if you have to do something like that, you will do it because of them, their blessing, are not the humans. The humans recognize these people, but the ones that are blessing are these beings in this order, these bigger beings that somehow are helping the person, are guiding the person. And when the person acknowledged that, the person just said, okay, I'm here in your service. Tell me what I should do. I am your child. I am your child. Tell me what to do. I will just sit here. So then everybody start to become a medicine. And you can be medicine while you broom your house. You can be medicine while you drive and smile to the person next to the other car. You can be medicine cooking for your family and for yourself. You can be medicine just making silence and hearing the air, like with this presence and connection that comes from this knowledge, understanding that I'm serving life, so I am letting life to guide me. And then you know that you're in the correct path because the synchronicities start to talk about it. So as you are more aware, the universe is more present for you. So it's easier because each one start to discover the way, the peculiar, particular way in which the universe is talking to you, because it's different to everybody. And that's very beautiful. Like today, the connection with the full moon. We didn't do this in purpose. It happened. So it's, okay. What we are doing is connected with this sacred feminine energy, with this uterus of the mother, with the seeds that we are talking about, with the ancestors bringing all the blessings for the seed, knowing that the womb has everything for that seed to grow, for the embryo to grow, and that feminine energy is always present and vibrating in this universe, holding us. And the masculine is holding the feminine in order to protect that nourishment. I feel like in here, as I said, we are preparing for the masculine moment of the year that starts from the 21 of June to the 21 of September. But right now what I feel is like this feminine fire is lit, and the feminine fire allow us to release, clear, burn all those things that we need, also with softness, because I feel like for a long time I have felt that releasing was painful, that healing was difficult, that it was suffering, but more and more I'm connected with this wisdom. What I feel is like, no, also healing can be very gentle if I allow it to happen. It can be burned with a very beautiful, soft fire. And is a decision that has to be like taken. And then everything is like that, like soft, gentle, loving. I feel like that is very important also to make a shift in our society, that this has been in this unbalanced masculine energy. So now bringing this energy of the feminine soft way of healing is a way of also bringing balance between these two energies.
Yeah, thank you for this sharing this wisdom and how you embody it in such a beautiful way. I've had the honor to be with you, so I know that, and I feel that. That you joined us with this.
And something beautiful that I want to say is that as I love you and trust you, I come to this circle. I don't know, Barry and Lorna and Delby. I don't know how to pronounce your name yet.
Dill is fine.
Dill, thank you. But I feel very comfortable in this circle, and I feel contained by all of you. So thank you very much, because that sensation helped me to express from my heart, and I feel like it was for me easy to do that. So thank you, because sometimes it's not easy to share. Sometimes I feel also shy or nervous or insecure too. But today I was speaking of something that I was feeling with you. I am part of this community. I am part of this circle. I am being held by you also. So, gracias.
But very open question to Tatiana. Can you explain anything that you feel a little bit more about Family Constellation?
Now, Family Constellation, I was going to change the name because I mix things and I do another thing. So I was going to say something like, como era, healing ancestors. I can't remember the name, but I will know, and I have to do it again. But because I integrate this wisdom that we have here with the work that Bert Hellinger brought. I love from him that he spoke about the family soul that has like the Akashic records of all the family. So what we do is open a communitary space, safe like this circle, with this synergy of sensation that we are all one, honoring and asking the ancestors to be here, the bigger ones that I was talking about, the cosmic ones, and also the ones that come from our lineage, our human lineage. And then we just open the space for healing and releasing. So somebody wants to work with her or his family, and then these ancestors that have something to say and they haven't said, or there is something that has to be release, burdens, repetition, patterns start to come to the field. And it's very nice how every person in the room can feel that, and everyone plays a role. And with the role of everyone, we can heal. And sometimes we feel that the grandmother finally was able to go to the light and feel again with her ancestors far away where she needs to be. And the people here feel that peace, that sensation of liberation, and then they can receive these blessings from the vibrant ancestors instead of the burdens, instead of the suffering, instead of the pattern. We receive something to start a new path. So I'm super grateful that the Family Constellations came to my life because I was very connected with the realm of the spirits. And when I was young, I was afraid of them. I was totally afraid of them. I didn't want them to come close to me. And I told them, don't come to me. I don't want to be with you. And I'm not going to do anything with you. But later, while I was doing Family Constellations, I acknowledged that I was working with them in a beautiful way. So for me, it's nice because I'm very sensitive, but these kind of spirits just come when I work with them in that way. They know that they can visit me when I'm doing Family Constellations.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Beautifully explained.
Mhm.
I know you gave a prayer when you started this. I'm just sensing. Do you feel something now to share in reverence to this the end
In
of
order to make it like a closing, you say?
like the closing of the circle?
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yes. Mhm. Yes, I was going to say that should be very beautiful to just allow ourselves to feel the energy, the vibration that came to us while we were sharing about these ancestors, their gifts, their vibration, the nourishment that comes through them for the seeds that we are, that we have, and just allowing this energy to nourish the center of the circle, like the sacred fire, the sacred heart, and placing this beautiful sensation in the heart of the unconscious of the humanity so that we can add these memories of sweetness. In blowing this heart 3 times. So that these pulse can beat on the hearts of the people that we love and our families and the people all over the territories, and mostly those that are needing because they are sick or feeling alone. And giving thanks to the sacred energies of the 4 directions, to the 4 elements, to the beings with we share this existence. And closing this space with a lot of gratefulness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to each one of your hearts too, gracias. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, sister.
To receive more information about our guests and future events, please visit our website at sourceness.one. We are one.